So let's just have a um, let's just have an appreciation for how we've got all the vertebrae stacked on top of each other. We've got the nerve roots exiting each of those. We've got all these muscles, all of this fascial connective tissue. So let's say that I go to the gym and I do a pretty intense workout one day. I do a lot of push-ups. I do a lot of, I'm using all of these muscles. We have a period of time, and you've absolutely felt it in your body, right? You have a period of time where you get sore. There's a change happening in the tissue. So when we work out, when we strengthen, we actually get to the point, hopefully, this is how we get stronger. We get to the point where we actually have like a little breakdown. We have micro tears in the muscle tissue. That's the point of form fatigue, right? We've sort of like broken down the muscle a little bit, and then our bodies tighten up, and our fascial tissue actually forms like little internal casts. So it tightens up around there in order to build new muscle tissue and repair what just happened. And that's how we get stronger. We've actually built more muscle, which makes us stronger. So that's the process. But in that interim where we get tight and our body's repairing it and building more muscle tissue, it's a different window for everybody. Some people it's about a day, some people it's 2 days, where you're kind of sore and stiff and you feel the workout, right? Like, oh, I worked out, I really feel this. So in my experience, it's in that window where we're transitioning in our tissue, where a lot of these things happen. The like, I woke up and I have a kink in my neck. It's that the muscles and the tissue were in some sort of transition, whether it was from a workout or doing a whole bunch of yard work or getting body work, right? Doing a bunch of deep tissue massage. That there's a period of time where your body has to recover from that as well. So in that time, when your tissue is literally changing on a small cellular level, if you go to sleep or you sit on an airplane or you sit in the car and you're in one position for a prolonged period of time and that muscle is binding up and cinching down and doing its repair work, sometimes it's in those moments where you're in kind of a funny position and then you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I can't turn my head. Something's happened. Everything just sort of cinched up in the nighttime and freaked out. So just know that that's another thing that can happen. I woke up and everything was out of whack. Usually that's just about tightness in the system somewhere, right? A vertebra can get, if you slept kind of funny and you were in a twisted position with your head and everything gets tight in that position, it can get held in that position. So then you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I can't turn. It just means that one of the vertebrae is a little bit off. And yes, if it's off, it can be pinching on that nerve root that's exiting your spine. So it can be a matter of like, okay, I just need to like do some of this release to this tissue to open things up, let it move back, and be mobile again, right? So that's another thing that can happen.